This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Now getting ready for the approach shot here at hole number 2. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
All right, Frank, what do you think of this second shot here at the third?
Player gets a big opportunity here. Even though this green is 35 yards deep, it just angles away to the left side. As long as you don't leave the ball out that right side, there's a good chance for a birdie here at 3.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Nice birdie to move to 3 under par for the tournament. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
We'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Frank, we've seen guys like Phil Mickelson hit it off the cart path. How tough is this shot?
Well, for a high-level professional, actually, it just looks harder than what it is. They'd rather here than the rough any day.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
This one just requires a little bit of focus. This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Well, Frank, how about this 255-yard par 3 sixth?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bailout area, sort of short and left, but the only thing really going in the player's favour, it is a big green, 51 yards in depth. So if you want to sort of do the maths in reverse, 255, take away 50, 205 front, doesn't sound as daunting.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. See the bunker down there in the distance? That really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number. Something that you've got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
This is for his birdie. How about 7 under par now? Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 9th, 452 yards,
oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky. Huge with a capital A.
Moved it a long ways.
Oh, talk about taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that one? Wow.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Perfect. And in the hole. What a shot. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Well, par 4s, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Good-looking shot right here. Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, you'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Did the job right there. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards. Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long.
Second shot.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he was thinking on that.
Booty try up next. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9 on? Are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Tricky par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
So, Frank, a perfect lie right here, and now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now, and basically it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
Really, this is an awkward length.
There you have it. Well done. Great. Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses are just simply left and right, but what Pete Dye does, he lets them cut in, especially that one down the left side of the fairway it cuts in, so it has to be avoided, and it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play. That's probably the best line, is to get it just past that last bunker on the left side.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Shouldn't be a problem here. 14 under on the day. Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, and that's a big hit to get past that, and all of a sudden, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot. He's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in the other direction.
And what a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Getting set now over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well. Here we are. Famous. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long, water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
Well, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Almost. Wow. Good try. Just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
That is a solid par putt. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. And now we go down to the action at the first. Stepping up to the first tee and off a surprisingly good first round. Let's see if our featured player can conjure up some of that magic here in round two.
Oh, it's perfect. That is a huge opening tee shot.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
So they'll tap in. He's made it. Second hole's just 371 yards. Frank, are players licking their chops, thinking they need to make a three here?
Yeah, if you can just accept the fact that you're going to have a longer second shot than you'd think for a hole of 370 yards, then that's the first way to overcome this. Just put yourself a short iron in your hand. Do the attacking with the second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
Well, Rich, notice the bunker that cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's three distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front. Just be very wary of where the flag is here.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has it. That's birdie. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot here at the third. Bunkers guarding the front left of this green. Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left. And he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Just a couple of feet. Good putt. Frank, this is our first par 3 of the day. The fourth, about 192 yards.
And it's called sandpit. So if you're not on the green, chances are you're getting that lob wedge or sand wedge out. The green is 36 yards deep. It's got a nice little sort of hump and hollow roll to it. Mini roller coaster.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, he could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. And getting ready for the putt. There you have it. Well done. Great. Frank, how about this 255-yard par 3 sixth?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bailout area, sort of short and left, but the only thing really going in the player's favour, it is a big green, 51 yards in depth. So you want to sort of do the maths in reverse, 255, take away 50, 205 front. Doesn't sound as daunting.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, you're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Great, too.
Beautiful. Frank, the seventh is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Just a tap in to finish the hole. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side. And then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over.
Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Finishing out the front 9 with a pretty difficult par 4. Again, water down that right side. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Excellent front side. Trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
He has this for par. Did the job right there. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards. Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Now the second shot to the par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Too bad, misses the putt and an opportunity. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. And now we're at the par 3 13th hole, 214 yards. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
That's a bit offline in the rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Pretty good shot right there. And that's in for a par. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options. Hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. This is one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Moving into this second shot here at hole number 14. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Stroke that with authority. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Now the approach here at 15.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Birdie try again here today. Good putt. Par 5 16th is a slight dog-leg left at 600 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
Second shot.
What a shot, setting up for an eagle here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just dominated this hole, and it ends up with an eagle. Well, well, well. Here we are. Famous Alcatraz. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's that sneaky distance.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
So they'll tap in. He's made it. Well, let's see, Frank. The par 3 17th, just 168 yards. You can't miss it right. Can't miss it left. Can't miss it short. You can't miss it long. Good luck.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
And let's go down to the first. Frank, time for the third round and time for a good start.
That's right. 2 rounds in the bag. And what will today have to offer?
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Moving a little left of the flagstick, Frank. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That shot falls for a birdie. Frank, this is a nice looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor. Comfortably knocks it in.
Frank, players had hybrids. Some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on the third.
It certainly is. The third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday and a chance for another one today. Locked in on the read and the speed. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, here's a case at the fourth hole, this par 3 of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind. Just how does he do it?
Well, there's a straight line between that tee and the flag. That's the obvious thing. But if you follow the look of the hole down there, it's just the shaping of the bunkers, the little curving of the edges there that just take that mind's eye away, almost making it look like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole. Very clever.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Clean this up with a tap. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard fifth hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the Bombers, too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So with the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there.
I like the looks of this one. Just a phenomenal approach shot, and now a great chance for an eagle. Not a gimme, but well within his range. eagle makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. He has this for a birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. What an outstanding shot that was.
You got the right result too. It's just a tapping.
Trying to make yet another birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that.
Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards with that water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards. Then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot coming out of the rough here. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance.
Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards.
Beautiful looking shot right here. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. To the par 4 12th here at PGA West, short at 363 yards.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Count that. That's a birdie.
Frank, what do you make of this par 3 13th at 214 yards?
It's another example of Pete Dye using those sort of very harsh wooden bulkheads that give you that such a definitive line around the edge of the green. Plus, it's his ability to turn a straight hole into a very angular or crooked looking hole.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Not a problem from there, right in the middle.
Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Good putt.
Par 4 15th measuring in at 468 yards.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot in there. Easy birdie.
Par 5 16th is a slight dogleg left at 600 yards.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Solid shot right there, 15 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Oh, another one goes in.
Well, there it is. They call it Alcatraz. Just sitting out there on the water, 168 yards away, Frank.
Well, speaking of water, that water looks so peaceful, doesn't it? It'd be a shame to spoil it with a splash.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's three groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
That will be a great look at birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage.
Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Good contact, good result.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320. Should be safely on deck.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
A great start.
Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
From about 8 feet. Well done. Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert. But I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, then just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Frank, what are they looking at here on the second shot at the par 5 fifth?
Well, this is certainly in the go zone. That sort of 200 to 230 yard mark is tempting, especially with today's technology. Green does shape a little from left to right, and you can just sort of...
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch.
Well, the architect Pete Dye is known for right here, Frank, at this 255-yard par 3/6 with water everywhere you look.
Yeah, you could make an argument here that it suits a little bit of a cut, like a Lee Trevino-style fade that starts at the left and moves its way to the green, but then that's also moving back towards the water. Conversely, if you try and fly it over that water on the right side with a little bit of a draw, then the green starts to run out on the left side. Have I made it sound hard? Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Getting set now over the putt. That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance. That really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number. Something that you got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Score that a birdie. Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little off line, then it just becomes a free shotter like it is for everybody else.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Simple, solid, he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 9th, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on. What do you mean by that, and how does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you have options, obviously. One is to hit it down that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it out down the left side, but then you're almost giving into the hole, like you're accepting you're going to make bogey if you're lucky. So in the end, you're forced to go back to option A, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you just got to keep out of your own way.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Birdie try up next. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11th? Long one.
Oh, it is. And, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. They're the ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole that a par 5 that you can't reach. You can still play it as a 3-shotter, and in some respects you get rewarded for laying up here, because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
To where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank.
Surely not.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
He's putting for birdie now. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron, are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Ooh, got all of that one. In straight, 325 yards in the fairway. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
So they'll tap in. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card.
Well, Frank, we came off a hole, the short par 4 12th, where players no doubt were thinking about making birdie. Here, it's a different story. Why?
It is. Well, 13 is always going to be unlucky for some. There's so much water down there on that left side. And the way it sort of laps up to the wooden bulkhead, it looks anything other than a straight shot. And this is where you have to mentally move the flag. You've got to push that flag in your mind's eye to the right side of the green and say, I do not want to go left of that.
Good putt.
Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options. Hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. This is one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Okay, no problem with that one.
Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16th.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no...
That one is gone. OB. So playing the third shot right now after having gone OB. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Solid par. Well, Frank, the most famous island green obviously is TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. Pete Dye's creation. People forget this is also an island green here in the California desert.
And it's called Alcatraz, and I've never heard of anyone trying to break into Alcatraz.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. It really did.
Wow, what a shot. Doesn't even need the putter. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the three bunkers that we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Chance to win right here, the Career Builder Challenge.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.